Hey, y'all, another episode of the Late Night Vision Show. We are continuing on with our SHOT Show, first day SHOT Show episodes where we are just talking about all the manufacturers, all the new products coming out. This has been a video dump of a day. And when I say dump, I don't mean the quality of the video. I just mean the amount of videos that have been put out today by us. We're doing one show with every focused on one manufacturer. So if this is your first show, this is what you can expect to see. We might have some guests on some episodes. We may not. If this is the last video in the segment of videos that you're watching, congratulations, you made it to the end, and then you're a true dedicated fan. But anyway, today is the Pulsar show. We've got a lot of information. This is probably Pulsar obviously is a lot of people have anticipation for what Pulsar is going to do. They typically during SHOT Show announce some stuff. So Jason, let's kind of talk about the format of the show and get right into what's new for Pulsar this year.
Okay, so as you can see today, it's just Hans and I. And if what we should do is we need like a little third window that says Pulsar. We could like take a picture of Chase Stevens.
Chase
Chase.
The last show we had was with Chase Stevens, who is our rep over at Pulsar. And
he's the thermal market manager.
We need to get, but not like a good picture of just the one like the company photo that people, and it's always terrible, you know.
We can do that.
Or like his driver's license photo.
Driver's license. That's photo.
Better.
There you go. Or we could just put a crash test dummy in a chair. Yeah. So Chase is actually out with the COVID. He is sick. He picked up the bug at the Safari Club or the Dallas Safari Club show he was working. And the week and a half before SHOT. And so anyway, Chase is out. So Hans and I are manning this ship today. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about some basic things that we know that is coming from Pulsar. And there's still going to be some surprises. So this list, I'm going to kind of go over some of these things. These aren't going to be, these aren't secrets. They're things that have either been announced in Europe already or are slowly getting announced, the week before SHOT. We're literally a few days before SHOT, and all week Pulsar has been slowly teasing out some things. And so, not giving all the details, but kind of showing what it is. And we'll be talking about the prices and everything there at SHOT Show. But again, we're going to just kind of go through this list here real quickly and tell you what we know is coming for 2022 from Pulsar. This one right here, I'll be honest with you, I'm almost getting tired of talking about because everybody wants to talk about it and we haven't seen it. So it's always tough when the world knows about stuff long before it comes, because logically everybody's like, hey, what's it look like? Well, no one in the United States has seen one, and I'm in the United States. So this is the Pulsar DigX C50. And this is a digital night vision optic. It is something brand new from Pulsar that is going to put them into the day-night, digital night vision scopes. It's going to be full color during the day. Hence that's my reasoning why it's called the C50. I guess it's color.
People, and like you said before, people have thought that this optic has been out for a long time. People calling like, hey, tell me about the C50. I'm like, man, it's not even here. And they're like, what? I mean, so it's been in Europe. People over there, and you have to
just barely. For a couple of weeks.
Not long, but there's been a lot of information. This is not a secret by any means. There's so many people that know about it, but the anticipation for this scope has to be higher than any night vision scope that has come out here in the last 2 years, because it is so many people know about it and want to know more about it.
It is a lot of anticipation. So it's basically what we do know about it is this. It is going to be on the Pulsar DigX or Thermion style design, the 30 millimeter tube. It's going to be full color during the daylight, black and white at night. The full color option, that mode is got this very, very sensitive twilight mode. So from some of the videos I've seen out of the UK, these guys are going to what we would consider, too dark to be using your daytime mode, and they're leaving it in this, or maybe, I don't know, maybe it's got this twilight mode, whatever it is, but it's dusky dark. And this thing just looks like it's daylight. Looks really, really good. And then obviously, it'll use the IR illuminator at night. And so that unit, I don't have my pricing with me. I think it's going to be around $1,400, give or take US. So we are anticipating it. We've already got some guys waiting on it. I got a lot of guys asking. So as of us recording this, right before SHOT Show, there's no ETA. We don't know. This thing could show up next week. It could show up in 2 months. It was actually scheduled originally to be here, I think November, maybe early December. And then Pulsar were like, hey, guys, just let everybody know they're not getting this for Christmas. It's going to be a while. So anyway, that's an exciting unit. Guarantee you're going to hear a lot more about that, in the coming months on this show when we get our hands on it. Next, here's one that they actually announced this week, showed pictures of it and gave some basic specs, and that is the Proton FXQ30. The Proton. Now, I want to be clear. Don't get that mixed up with the old Photons that were from Sightmark. I've already had
I didn't think about how close those names are.
Oh, yeah. I had a guy who saw this. He called and he goes, I want a Photon. And I was like, oh, man, they discontinued those years ago. He was like, no, Pulsar just announced. I was like, Proton. There's going to be some confusion. But the Proton is going to be a thermal clip-on unit. And we don't know a whole lot about it, but we just know it is going to be a clip-on. We know that it's going to be, well, I don't know the exact pricing, and I've got some ideas, but I don't want to say and be way wrong. But it's going to be in what I think is going to be considered mid-range thermal pricing. How about that? And next one, I'm going to move right into it since we're talking about them. This thing has been the mythical clip-on creature in the US for almost probably 2 years. And that is the Krypton, and the Pulsar Krypton FXG50. Krypton's where everybody knows it. That thing has been available again overseas and in Europe for, I really don't know how long, over a year, maybe more than that. It's a 640 12 micron clip-on unit, high-end clip-on unit. And again, don't know what the price is going to be in the US, but it's not going to be cheap. I mean, I'll say this, it's going to be, I'll go on the record and say, without knowing, I'll guess and say it's going to be well north of $5,000. Okay. I don't think you're going to get this unit for $2,500. This is going to be a very, very nice clip-on. And again, it's been really popular over there.
I want to say something real quick, and I'll let you get a drink because I know you've been talking about it. Got a whistle.
Thank you. Yeah,
I'm trying
to wash down the coronavirus.
Yeah, my old football coach to tell everybody to go wet their whistle, and that was go get a drink of water. Right. If you're wondering what this stuff looks like, more details, we don't have these units. Obviously, this is the first day of SHOT Show. Nobody's testing this stuff right now. Nobody has any test units, but
in the US.
In the US, yes. So check back Thursday. If you're watching this on Tuesday of SHOT Show week, we're just getting there, but we are producing a show that Thursday of that week. We're going to be showing clips in the booth. We're going to be trying to show as much of this product as we can. I've already claimed it.
See, this is what I hate when Hans commits to this stuff. Okay, so it may be very limited. How about that?
Yeah, it is. We're not going to be recording so much from the booth, but I think we'll have some video clips,
pictures or something.
Yeah. So I know a lot of people are like, well, what does it look like? We're going to mix some of that in, but check back Thursday's episode so you can see some pictures, maybe some short video. Maybe we'll get Jason dressed up, do something.
In my hazmat suit.
He loves being videoed in the booth at SHOT Show. But anyway, we will have something Thursday.
Well, I'm not going to promise we're going to have anything Thursday, but I will say we will have something on the show soon. Hans says Thursday. He's going to be the guy sitting in the room while
if they have the optic there, we're going to do.
supper.
Yeah, if they have the optic there to see, we're going to do everything we can to get a picture of it. At least
Hans is going to do everything he can to get you a picture of it.
And check the Instagram. Check my Instagram. Don't
I would say this.
Don't don't look at Jason's. But look at my Hans ETX, HANS ETX on Instagram.
I'll tell you what, Outdoor Legacy Gear Instagram. I'm going to try to do something just because Hans is I will. I'm going to bring this up real quick, and then we've sidetracked. But here's the reason that I don't like posting stuff on Instagram and Facebook. I have the time to post it. I don't have time to go back and reply to questions, answer questions and comments. So I always hate that. So if I post stuff from SHOT Show, y'all, I may not have time to reply, but I'll try to post some pictures. Yeah. All right. So moving on, the other thing we know about, this was announced a while back, was the Axion. What is the model? XM30F. Yeah. Now I'm going to go on the record here. I'm going to say this, then if the Pulsar guys over at the factory that name all this stuff are watching, I'm going to ask this question. The Axion XM30F. That sounds a lot like the model that it's replacing, called the Axion XM30S. And it's a little confusing because that model replaced the Axion XM30. And then we also had the Axion Key XM30. So there are, when somebody calls me and says, I want to talk to you about an Axion XM30, we have a 15-minute conversation of, okay, was it this model, this model, this model? So it's going to be confusion. The F as in Frank.
If Pulsar factory guys, they do watch this show. If you are listening, Jason's views do not represent the Late Night Vision show's opinion as a whole. That's his independent opinion, and let that stand on its own.
I'm giving y'all a hard time. We love y'all, but I will say this. If you let me name it, it would be the Axion XM31. I mean, how about that? We could have the 31, the 32. Right. It would just be so much easier. I could sell more if I didn't have to explain the name for 20 minutes on the phone. No. So the Axion XM30F, as in Frank, this unit was announced, I don't even know what, Hans, 2 or 3 months ago, that it was going to be coming. I don't remember a lot about the unit. We got some very basic details. I think it was going to be maybe a 3 or 3.5 power base mag, if I remember correctly. The 320 by 240 sensor, focusable objective, all the normal Axion features. I mean, so anyway, we're going to get a look at this thing. It's supposed to be a really nice optic. So we're excited about that. Now, that's what those right there, that's not a big secret. If you've been following Pulsar's Instagram here in the US, you've seen some of those. If you've been following Pulsar in Europe, you've seen these Kryptons and some of the stuff that's already been out over there, and these C50s and stuff. So not a huge surprise, but Hans, I know Pulsar. And I don't believe that this is going to be everything that they're going to release. Do you? I mean, you think this is it, or do you?
No. And I promise y'all, we're not being coy about it and holding back.
I'm not promising anything.
But yes, there's always anything. They always throw something out that shocks everybody at some point, or not shocks them in a way where they didn't expect this to come out or what. But yeah, I do. I have no idea when. I mean, when another announcement or anything could be coming, but now everybody's the comment section is about to explode because there's gonna be a lot of guessing going on. But
there was a unit that was mystically shown today on Pulsar's social media page. It's kind of a silhouette of it. You can't see what it is.
Love it.
Looks like it's I know it looks like it's long. We can't tell. It's not a thermion. We can tell that by looking at it, and don't know what it is. And they said, everybody guess. What do you think that it is? And the comments were going wild the last time I looked. So we know there's something with the new design coming. You can just tell that by that silhouette. So we don't know what that is. We'll find out there. I'll tell you what I'm going to predict. I'm going to predict that there's going to be something new in the laser rangefinder series. And here's why my prediction is of that. The Trail 2 LRFs, there's the XQ50 and the XP50, super popular. Those units are now 2 years old. Mm-hmm. Pulsar rarely lets a model go for more than 2 years without updating, changing, doing something. Mm-hmm. And LRFs, we're seeing, I think it's that Corona's already hitting me. I'm not even in Vegas.
He's not going to make it to Vegas, y'all.
I'm not going to make it to Vegas. Don't want to get sick before I get on the plane. So we're seeing a lot of LRFs. A lot of manufacturers are dropping laser rangefinders. I mean, Pulsar's been doing it for a long time. So a lot of other people are following suit, and with a lot of different models. And that's my prediction. There'll be some kind of laser rangefinders. Whatever this new model is, I don't know. I think there's going to be some cool stuff. We know they're going to have something else. We'll just have to see what they actually come out with. Mm-hmm. And we have already got it, set up with Pulsar. We will be getting with them after SHOT Show and doing our normal show where we do the hands-on show that a lot of times we do before SHOT. Just wasn't possible to do this year. But after SHOT, maybe a few weeks when we all get back and get caught up and get well, hopefully, we will sit down with them, hopefully, and do that show. That's already been mentioned to us. And so we plan on doing that as soon as we possibly can and getting that done.
Yeah. So y'all stay tuned. There's going to be more from Pulsar. There's going to be more information. Check in with my Instagram account. So I've kind of put myself on notice that I have to be diligent and responsible to post stuff. I've not been great about it in the past, but this week, SHOT Show, today's the first day of SHOT Show, but stay tuned to the Late Night Vision Show, our episode on Thursday. We're going to be having more information. There will be a show out there. We're going to try to do as much as we can to deliver any more breaking news from the show. That's what we're here for. We want you to have the experience that you feel like you're there. And so if you can see pictures and stuff, we've had some industry guys on, from some of the other manufacturers. We look forward to having Pulsar on again too. They're always we always loved having them on the show, and we've been blessed and fortunate in the past to be able to have them in person on our show. So we look forward to continue doing that. So with that being said, you can find all of our stuff. Again, we're going to sign off pretty quick and get to another show here pretty soon. But thank you all for joining us. This has been a special episode, a Pulsar episode of the Late Night Vision Show, the SHOT Show, or the SHOT Show shows. How about that? You can find us, thelatenightvision.show.com, outdoorlegacygear.com. If you want to purchase any optic, if you want to talk about any of the new stuff. Again, this is the week of SHOT Show. Give us a couple weeks to get back in the office. You can call us.
Yeah, don't call us today.
Yeah, 877-350-1818. This week, obviously, we're going to be out working when we get back in the office. Don't worry, folks. You're not going to miss much. Most of this stuff isn't usually available on day one anyway.
No,
so
it's not.
We can get back. We can get back in the office for a couple weeks. We can definitely talk about it. We want to talk to you about it. So 877-350-1818. You can talk to me. You can talk to Jason. And all the stuff on the website, outdoorlegacygear.com.
All right, folks. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you don't know what Hans is talking about with all these other shows, just go to the main YouTube channel for Outdoor Legacy. It's the Late Night Vision Show. You can go there too, the Late Night Vision Show. Or if you're on a podcast app, go to the homepage for the Late Night Vision Show, and you will see this video drop of or audio of all these shows that we put out today. We know Thursday's our normal day. Today's Tuesday that all these are going live, so we know that's out of character and people aren't looking for them. So anyway, go check them all out. There should be 5 shows there. And anyway, between now and the next show, we hope y'all stay safe in the fields. Keep making those bacon pancakes.